Okay, so first off, right back the middle of this road, back the side of this road here, we've got a set of deer tracks, and I would say there were at least two and maybe three deer going here in this pathway. There's a little bit of snow down into the tracks. Right here we've got if you can see that, we've got a trail of a mouse who's gone across down in that little hole there under that bit of moss. And then he made his loop back out here, across through the deer tracks, back under the snow. There's where he came out of. It always amazes me, the survivability of small rodents in the winter woods. I mean, when you see the snow and the cold that we get here, and it's pretty chilly today, but it just amazes me, the survivability of these animals. Now there's a set of rabbit tracks. Rabbit went across, he came out of these bushes right here, and if you look real close at the end of that twig, he stopped here to have a lunch, chewed the end off of that twig, across the road, back in through amongst that low growth there. Our rabbit population is rebounding. Here's another set of tracks here. Our rabbit population was really low for about the past 6 years. Another set across here. But it's good to see the rabbits rebounding. Rabbits, of course, are a primary food source for a lot of predators, but rabbits are also a sign of a healthy population. Now, something going on here. One of these deer is really dragging a foot, coming right here. Not sure what that's about. Okay, let's just continue along here. See who else we see. Now, I was saying deer, but I am wrong. That's a bunch of coyotes. The snow out there in the deeper snow, it looked like deer tracks. But that's a bunch of coyotes traveling here. I was up on the deer stand, one of the properties above here, a few weeks ago, and during deer season, every morning, just coming daylight, you'd hear the coyotes howling, going to it. Now, right across here, come out of them trees right there, across the road here, hit there, and you see that double track pattern, close together, but about 2.5, 3 inches apart. That right there would be a pine marten. He went up in there, hit right there on the ground by that little broken off piece of hardwood, and then continued up through the woods there. Pine marten is quite a predator for squirrels and mice and such. Old sawbuck here in the woods. Pine marten's also known by the name sable. Quite valuable in the fur trade. Those coyotes came up through here too. I see another track here. And this one, well, let's see. I'm going to say that's another marten track. It came up through the woods, coming from that direction. Came out here, Went up there on the road, turned around and came back, and then down through the woods there, going down between them trees. Okay. Now, okay, let's sort this out. That's the tracks where the coyotes came out. But something turned, something's following their tracks. Turned and went right up over here. Back through there. Let's follow those tracks a little bit more longer to get a read on what they are. Okay, the coyotes came out the road there. Whatever this second set of tracks is, came up through the woods right there. Not making a real distinct track in the snow. I'm thinking a bobcat walking slow. The tracks are different than the coyote tracks. Okay. Yeah, we're still on the coyote tracks here. There's a set of tracks coming along here. I'm thinking this was a squirrel. In there, took a piddle there in the bushes. Back through underneath that top. Thinking that's a red squirrel there. Two or three of the coyotes passed through here. Coming down out of that way. The third one was coming right here. Coming on out the road now. Right here, going across the road. Track hits there, there, up through there. That would be a red squirrel. There's another set of squirrel tracks here. Crosses the, jumped on that log. Crosses the road here. Down into the woods there. That's why I always enjoy leaving some standing trees. Any of you that's ever driven along through a clear-cut piece of ground, as opposed to something like this. It's hard to believe. My father was born in 1917, so he would have started his work in life in, I'm going to say the early to mid-30s. My father went as far as grade 6 in school, and then his father took him out of school and put him to work. But my father in his time logged this piece of ground 11 times. And I've cut through here 4 times, and we've still got this. Uneven age stand, yes. Yes, we've got mature stems, we've got young trees, we've got stuff in every stage of growth, but what we don't have is a clear cut. So 15 harvests on a piece of ground here. That's, well, this stretch of road would encompass, there'd be 20 acres on this stretch right here, back to where the road used to end. 20 acres of ground here that was harvested 15 times since the 1930s. Try doing that on a clear cut. Okay, all kinds of activity here. Get the squirrel, come across here. We had, I would say, a coyote or a bobcat. Something made quite a disturbance here. They drug their stomach going up over this bank. This bank's about knee high. Sank down in the snow there. Went on back in that top and back through there. Hard to tell. There's a little bit of new snow in the tracks, so it's hard to really tell. But now we've got a mouse tried to go up over there, or maybe he tunneled in, because we've got a mouse track going under the snow here and coming up right here, going across here. Those same mouse tracks continue over there and up on the bank. If you look under here, the mouse is using the natural cavity that's underneath this fallen pole here to get from one side of the road to the other, traveling from over there. We won't step on the pole, we'll step over. Now, we've got one bigger set of tracks continuing back the road there. We've got another set coming down in this way. And I'm thinking coyote, no, yeah, coyote track. You can tell the paw track, or the claw tracks right there. Coyotes went down in here. They were looking for something here, probably squirrel or mice in this tangle of limbs. They made a circle around here, and over in there, up and over that deadfall, and they went down through right there. You can see the tracks passing on down through the woods. Thought we'd see some red fox tracks here by now. Back on the road I was on this morning, there was red fox everywhere. Coyotes had a little bit of a say here. I'm thinking two of them greeting each other. One was coming out of that road. One was coming out of the woods off this road. Okay. We got a busy mouse back here. He's been coming out from underneath this little stuff into here. He's got roots in and out of there. This road is beat right down. Regular highway up and down over there. Trails across here. You can see this, he comes across here and he went right on into the snow there. Another set of tracks here. Out of here. This is a coyote again heading back the trail. There's a mouse highway across here. Coming across and vanishing into his tunnels. If you look right there, you can see where the The tunnel is just appearing through the snow there. We get a squirrel or a weasel hit right there, up in there, and then he went up through. I'm going to say that was a weasel right there. He's looking for the mouse. Red squirrel coming out of them spruce trees. Coming across right here. There's the coyote trail going back the road. Mouse trail up and over. Coming across here. Mouse disappears back underneath that low stuff. Squirrel continues up here onto them blowdowns and up the trees. Another set of tracks coming across here. This is a bigger track jumping 2x2. There's another set of or marten tracks right there. Landed on that. Up in there between the trees. Step in there so you can get a little closer look. Landed there. Up in here. Continued on back. Seen a lot of marten around this year. Had one come out on my deer bait. Stayed there for 3 or 4 days. Run back and forth eating the apples on the deer bait. I never realized that a marten eats apples, but he did. The apples are the grain. He might have been after the grain. I had some grain there for the deer. Didn't succeed in getting a deer this year, but it's fun to hunt. Now, another set of 2x2 tracks. Yeah, that's the same marten. He's circled around down in there. Come back out on the road. Okay, so quick little look around. Little walk in the woods. I got some other stuff to take care of, so I'm going to say bye for now. And we'll get another video out to you the first of next week. See you around then.